Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're back. We are back and ready to dive back into the domain of the nameless god. My name is Matthew, and I am your DM for the night. Everybody, quickly go around and say who you are and what.
Meg, I'm playing Stacia, the human fighter.
Cody playing Caden, the human ranger.
Nick playing Myrna, the human warlock.
Sham playing Roya playing Sham, the Flint Elf Spore Druid. There, got it out.
And Thailand playing the Dragonborn Paladin Quillen.
Perfect. All right, we are just gonna dive right back in. You guys have just crossed the threshold of the Great Gate, and see before you this in the distance this darkened stone tunnel. Walls, ceiling, and floor all worked stone. Quilwyn, your morning star glowing brightly with holy light as you step through. The pathway is about 20 feet wide. So you all are able to, if you would like to, be in a straight line or 2x2, single file, however you would like to arrange yourselves. And you continue walking for a couple of minutes, stepping over the trap that Caden had recognized earlier. And as you walk for about 3 minutes into the darkness that is constantly being illuminated, you see an open doorway and a stone wall in front of you. Not an archway or anything of the like, but just an open stone door that leads into a larger room. What would you like to do?
So at this point, Sham's gone back to his tick of holding the produced flame in his hand. So he's looked at the group like, can we just throw this in there, see if anything does anything?
What if the kids are in there?
He doesn't go that far.
Can I double check for traps as before
Absolutely.
we cross this threshold?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it go? There it went. 9. Back to my normal perceiving abilities.
You do not notice any traps ahead.
It looked great. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'll kind of stop and put a hand out to you. Maybe not the fire, and I hold up my morning star. Let me go forward a little bit with this, and
Actually, my brain is not processing. Apologies. I can see in the dark up to 60 feet away with my elven senses.
Yes.
So I should probably just look.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what your elf eyes see.
Yes. Go ahead and make
look with your
me.
special eyes.
Once again, Roya remembered that Sham is an elf too.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds much smarter. Okay. 21.
All right, perfect. You see past the doors, it seems to open up into a much larger room. Still all worked stone floors, and the room seems to be fairly empty. You can't hear anything coming from it, and inside you can spot the occasional puddle and spiderwebs up in the corner, but nothing that catches your eye as innately like danger. Sirens are going off in my head about needing to murderize.
Okay. Sham will say, but it seems empty. Some like puddles and cobwebs and nothing deadly right away. So we should be fine to move in.
Right. for us humans, if we haven't already, I'm gonna light a torch.
Quilwyn's morning star is glowing with 20-foot bright light, and then 20 foot past that, dim light.
Cool, better than my torch. Thank you.
Of course.
Also, the produced flame does 30/30, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys got light for days.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Let them see the light coming before we descend upon them.
Perfect. All right.
By fire be purged.
Yes. All right. Then you guys continue on. All right. Perfect.
Yep.
You guys cross through these large stone doors, and indeed it is a very large cavern. It opens up to about 40 feet wide. The floors are of worked stone, almost in tiles, the occasional one being cracked, and the walls have slightly eroded, but it still looks like a worked cavern. And on the other end you can see where it continues and curves slightly forward and to the left.
I do want to say it's 10/10, not 30/30.
Oh, okay.
My fault.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. As you all continue forward, you begin walking towards almost the hallway, because the cavern does shrink back down to about 10-15 feet wide for this hallway. You do hear the sounds of flowing water. Flowing water from ahead around the corner.
Does it sound like water flowing from a natural source or from a more fountainy sound? It sounds more like a fountainy sound. It does not sound like a river or anything like that. It does sound more localized. Gotcha.
What does it smell like down here? Like, does it smell like pennies?
No, you do not catch the whiff of rotting corpse or of blood. It smells old. It smells you get the scent of wet rock, kind of. And just like there hasn't been a ton of activity here for who knows how long. You do notice that some of the puddles had been in the first larger cavern had been recently disturbed, and you can see some mud in them, as if somebody with muddy shoes or feet had walked through earlier, which tracks with having seen the muddy footprints. But other than that, you don't smell anything crazy.
All right, continue on.
Absolutely.
Keep pushing ahead.
Yeah. As you round the corner, in front of you, you see a square room that is 30 feet in all dimensions. Quickly, you tune in to where that water was coming from, and it is a small stone fountain next to the entrance, carved into the face of the stone wall. You do see lining the room are metal braziers and 6 massive stone columns, each bearing intricate carvings. You notice immediately that the walls also bear imagery, and even the ground seems to have been marked with some sort of inscription. You do also notice 2 wooden desks, 1 wooden chair, 3 mannequins, a dresser, and a pile of decaying fabrics in the corner. What would you like to do?
Look for the partridge in the pear tree.
Fair.
May I actually look for traps? Mechanical
Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead and make
traps
another perception check, please.
Okay. 13.
You do not notice any traps, no.
Okay, great. I don't see anything that's immediately dangerous, so I'll step inside and start looking at these icons, at the iconography on the floor, on the walls, seeing if I can read any of this stuff.
Absolutely.
I'd be doing kind of the same.
Okay.
Is there an obvious exit to this room?
Yes. On the far wall, you see a wooden door that is greatly aged and graying. You do see depictions of a mural next to it as well. But the door has warped slightly. You can't tell much exactly from here because you're 40 feet away. But you do notice that the door is warped slightly.
Okay. Do the muddy tracks lead to the door?
Yes.
Or somewhere else?
They lead to the door. Yes. So as which of the walls would you like to go to, Caden and Quilwyn? All four of the walls and even the floor seem to have some sort of markings on them.
I'm just gonna start at the nearest, so the wall that we are stepping
Passing
through.
from? Okay.
Yeah, because there's the fountain there, and that was the first thing that we had kind of heard. So as much as I am loath to turn my back on what is essentially the rest of the room,
I apologize.
Here and
that one is Matthew forgot the one that doesn't have anything. Yep.
I will go to the right then.
Okay. Gotcha. Ooh. All right. So
no, man, I've done it so many times.
The mural on the eastern wall depicts several deities banding together to battle the nameless god. Do you, all of you except for Stacia, read Elvish? Yes? Okay. In Elvish, you see text that reads, "The gods align to cast out the nameless one," in quotes, and lowercase. However, the place where the nameless god should appear in the that is the thing. However, the place where the nameless god should appear in the mural has been chiseled away with a single repeating phrase in Old Elvish: "Awaken, my lord." And that is what you see on that.
Can Myrna look at you said there were inscriptions on the floor?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to read the floor.
Absolutely. So as you look down and begin to investigate the markings on the floor, you notice that they aren't actually words. Instead, they are straight lines. They are ticks, with some of them being crossed. So it's ticks with some of them being crossed diagonally. And they are covering the floor.
I feel like someone was trapped in here for a long time.
I'd like to take a look at the, I guess Caden got the right. I'll take the left wall.
Okay. You on this wall, you see a mural depicting two figures battling a horde of monsters rising from the depths below. Both figures, however, have been defaced, and you see phrases carved into the wall in Old Elvish. And then a single caption is delicately carved above. But you also notice that above it, you see the words, "This is the resting place of Kelparis and Loriak, the twin shields of Mithril, enemies of darkness, and the eternal protectors. May they be blessed with the strength of the gods during their eternal vigil." And then the phrase that you see that is defacing the mural as a whole, you just see, "Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. When does eternity cease? All shall join us in damnation. Shut up." Just across that entire wall, defacing in particular the two figures.
I just kind of go pale and step back from that. Definitely not a force of anything.
As
good
you step back, you do find yourself bump into one of the 6 pillars. Just slightly.
I'll kind of jump and then turn around and look at it.
You notice that this pillar is carved with It is carved in what you recognize as celestial, even if you don't read it.
I do.
Okay, perfect. You recognize that it is carved in celestial, and it depicts Pelor, the god of light, as he helps illuminate this pocket dimension that is being created for the nameless god.
Is his visage defaced as well?
Yes.
I kind of grab my holy symbol and I step back from that too. This is not a good place either. Let's keep going.
I'm going to double check all the columns and just see if I recognize if there are other deities.
Absolutely. Each one of them is dedicated to a different deity. You see Asmodeus, you see the All-Father, you see Lolth, actually,
Asmodeus,
as well.
Lolth?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then you also see, again, Pelor, you see the Morden Saman, a dwarven deity, and you see Io, a draconic deity.
Well, looks like whoever was in here was hated by everybody. Great.
Yeah.
Can I check the desk?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And you, as you see all of those, you realize that those were also the deities on the mural that you looked at, that were all banding together to be able to put away the nameless one, if you will. As you check over the desk, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. 18.
Okay, absolutely. So mostly the drawers of the desk is old and empty. It is still fairly sturdy, but as you are opening one of the drawers, you notice a small hidden compartment in the bottom, a false bottom.
Okay.
And in it, you see a small pewter statue, of an elven soldier. If you would like, you can make a history check.
Yeah, please. Absolutely. 13. Can I compare it to the defaced figures on the wall? See if it matches any of them.
Yeah. So you you don't particularly attribute it to matching exactly, like being a smaller version of it. Mm-hmm. You do note that it is elvish, and that both of the figures were elvish. But it is not necessarily a exact replica.
Yeah, I'll give it to Sham.
Okay.
Sham looks at it, see if anything he recognizes on it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check at advantage because, elf.
Yep. It's an 11.
I will, because you're an elf, I'll go ahead and give this to you. You recognize that these statues were given to people who were to elves that were enlisted in the military of a very old, like it is a very, very old elven tradition to give these style of pewter statue to elves that were in the military.
And we're talking like hundreds, thousands
and thousands of.
Gotcha. Oh, and Sham will look at the murals, the statue, the two desks, like, oh, this is. Let's move very quickly through here, guys.
All right.
This is not a place I want to linger. The door's this way.
I'll go check the next door for traps.
Absolutely. Stacia, what have you been doing?
She's been chilling by the door because I can't read anything, and I didn't go inside on the off chance that if we're all in here, the door is locked and the gas comes in. She's just trying to stay the fuck out of the way.
Sham walked across the room and stood at that door waiting for people to show up. So when he got handed the statue, he's like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
When I had enough of the desecration I was seeing in here, I would be waiting with you two.
Okay. Myrna, anything else before you head on over towards the door?
I mean, I'll go see if there's some coins at the bottom of the water fountain, but no.
You find one copper. one
yeah.
one ancient
This is far, Myrna.
elfin
Oh,
copper.
this is an ancient coin. I'll be able to sell this for like
Absolutely.
2 silver. Everything's coming up, Dimitri, and I'll put it in my bag.
And if you write out a story behind it, you'll be able to sell it for like more than that.
There's no need to write it out.
Absolutely.
It's literally written here on the walls.
You know?
I love all of your optimism. Next door.
Yeah, so
Can I check for
as
traps.
yeah,
Just
go ahead.
We are now in a dungeon. That is my job.
Yeah.
I check for traps. 27.
So
Natural 20 for a 27.
Yeah. So you notice you do not see any traps.
Great.
However, in looking at it, you do notice, and everybody else does as well, but you notice that the door is warped and twisted beyond its frame, and the handle will not turn. Normally, you would start going towards the keyhole to be able to pick it open. However, there isn't one.
Okay.
And as you look around the door, you see more of the details in the mural that is crudely painted around the door. The rest of the murals have all been carved very elegantly and very very well crafted. Has been carved into the doors. However, this one has been painted on. And you see a mural depicting small humanoids led by larger warped figures with distorted portions. The figures all carry knives, which they use to create a cascade of dark crimson that drips into a massive black void beneath them. The 3 stark colors that you notice are black, white, and red. Caden, you notice that one of the warped figures is taking a knife to his own hand, and that blood flows from his hand into the door and down to the void below. And then Myrna. Yeah, can I get you to make a perception check?
Only a 9.
So you see in the door you see a phrase scratched into it, and you recognize it as infernal. Mia flinich or haf kai would mid smau dinich de hafwick ma. And you see that it translates to, he hungers for you, who shall never be whole. Do you seek him?
Yes, I believe this time I do. And I will repeat just out in infernal. I think that Dahofkik Ma is the thing that keeps repeating,
Yeah.
but I'll repeat out in infernal, I seek him.
Kalima. Kalima.
I don't get that reference.
It's
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
As he has the heart.
He reaches into people's chests and pulls out their heart.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'd like to do, please.
you look over at Sham and you just
Let me put it back.
All right. Yeah, the door does not respond in infernal.
I'm
Do a
gonna
little
take
kick.
my thumb and I will just prick it with a arrowhead or a little knife, whatever, and touch the door with it.
As you prick your thumb, the blood begins to just bead up ever so slightly. And as you reach forward, you can feel the closer you get to the door, the more it seems that the blood is being pulled out of you. And as your thumb makes contact, you initially go to instinctively pull it away. I have done a thumbprint, but
Yep.
you feel that your hand is stuck, almost,
Mm.
as blood begins being pulled out of you. Go ahead and make a athletics check for me.
Okay. Athletics check. Modified 20.
Perfect. As you, it takes you just a couple of seconds to rip your thumb back off of it. But as you have done so, go ahead and take 10 points of damage as blood was pulled out of your body to feed the door.
That's a hungry door.
And
Right
as
there?
I kind of go up beside you. What did you do?
I did what the picture did. Dude cuts himself and feeds the door, and I think I need a cookie or maybe a glass of juice. Just a
Oh
little
no!
lightheaded.
Um,
You can-
I pull a cookie out of my bag.
Oh, that's great. I don't even care where it came from at this point. Get in the bag.
yeah, Sham pulls the last good berry, hands it to you,
Okay.
too,
Yeah.
and you actually get 1 health point back from that. So, yeah.
Yay.
you do, as you pull it away, as you pull your thumb away, and Myrna and Stacia, you can, because the other three are preoccupied, you can see the door beginning to shift back to its normal state, almost groaning and creaking as it has had its fill, and you can see the handle coming back to its normal place as Caden munches on a cookie.
I'm gonna very quickly reach for the handle and open it to make sure that it doesn't turn back to being a husk.
Yeah, the handle is slightly warm to the touch, but you're able to open it freely.
Hopefully we don't have to do that to all the doors. And she'll go through to the next room.
I did mine.
Yeah.
Somebody else gets the next one.
I've got cookies for everybody if we do.
You guys think this fountain has holy water?
I mean, go ahead and take some.
Sure. I'll fill up a water sack.
Okay, absolutely.
This water.
Yeah.
I'll pat my bag. I already have some in there.
Great.
In this place, can't hurt to have extra holy water.
Or devil water. Either way. Maybe we can feed the next door with it instead of my thumb.
All right.
Oh, good cookie. Let's go.
As you step through this doorway, the door opens to a wide stone staircase overlooking a vast room. The room is 60 foot long, and a central pathway is clearly marked by white-blue flames on either side. In these that fucking word, sconces. That's not it. But sconces of braziers. Thank you.
Braziers.
Yeah, bras. With the white blue flames
On the walls.
on either side. You can see on the other side of the wall that a path leads to a massive stone archway. And while the walls and floor of the room beyond the light is difficult to make out, you can see 6 metal racks, 2 on each side, visible next to each of the torches. Each of the 6 racks, you can't make out a ton of details, but you can see that they are all shaped differently and all have something on them.
Can I see, or is this flame preventing my dark vision from allowing me to see across the room to them?
Oh no, you can absolutely see. I mean, you're a little bit far away to fish out
Okay,
any
yeah.
details about the racks or about the walls, but there are no other humanoids here. It is finely worked stone walls, floors.
Yeah. Then Sham's gonna lead the way this time and look to see if he can see anything extra.
Absolutely. As you begin to descend down the wide stone staircase,
Okay.
you begin to smell the scent of the strong smell of sterile cleaning fluid and powerful chemicals down here as you begin to descend. As you descend, you also are able to make out a little bit more details about these 6 racks. Again, each is shaped a little bit differently and is draped or wrapped around each successive rack are slightly more humanoid shapes. And there are 2 on each side, rows of 3.
Okay.
Do they look like they are purely leather, like fabric, or that there's substance to them? There's thickness and heft.
So the first 2, the first one is a dark green cloak draped over the rack, and you can see leathery parchment attached to it. The rack across from it holds a set of gleaming armor and a short sword sheathed at its side, although there is no shield. The third rack, you can see a pale leathery coat and pant set, accompanied with what could be a mask or a cap, and it has dark hair cascading from it. And across from that one, you see an intricate compilation of leathery objects that appear to have been sewn together in the rough form of a grotesque humanoid. And the figure is posed in a manner that implies worship towards the far door. Anybody who would like could make a medicine check as they look at that 4th one.
Can I just read the tag of the very first one?
Absolutely, yeah.
Tag.
In Elvish, scrawled on the parchment, it just says the 2 words, "I'm sorry."
Does this gear resemble the face depictions of the 2 soldiers standing guard?
Yes.
2 elven soldiers. It does.
Yes.
And their shield, well, so far, we have not seen a shield.
Correct.
Which was their monikers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's going to be natural 20 for a 26 medicine.
Okay. Even from here, you can see that what is stitched together is humanoid muscles and organs, stitched together into a vaguely humanoid shape. Farther down, the last 2 racks, the one on the left, holds a series of dark sinews that form a different shape of a humanoid. The expression on it, however, is one of sheer terror, which you can easily see with the addition of 2 eyeballs. This figure is also posed in a manner that implies worship in the direction of the far door. Then the final rack on the right displays an immaculate set of bones that are assembled in a manner that is not natural. Something has clearly warped the proportions, elongated the limbs, fingers, feet, and even the teeth. These bones are also displayed in a gesture of worship, again at the far door.
I'm gonna grab the short sword. The fancy short sword in the sheath.
Okay.
Do I have a chance to call out to him when I see him start to reach for that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll basically call it, Caden, we probably shouldn't touch anything in here until we know
that the creepy stitched together people and the weird bones are going to come alive and attack us. Yeah.
door just tried to eat you from the inside out.
Yeah.
And I will I am going to walk over to you, and I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder. And well, no, I'm not going to do that because it doesn't matter. Never mind. I'll pat you on the shoulder and just be careful.
Here's the only thing I know. There were some badass elven guardians here that lasted for an eternity and pissed somebody off from that past room. They're gone. Or they've been cut up. And this looks like their stuff.
Which could be cursed.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure we're all cursed at this point.
Hey, Matt.
I
sorry,
shot.
go ahead.
I shot that. What is Silent One? He ain't silent. I don't know why they called him that. All he did was laugh. So, I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna go through one of these doors. We're gonna have to kill something. I don't know if any of the weapons I have are gonna be able to do it.
I'm going to nod and I'll step forward with you. Well, we'll both approach this at the same time then.
Are there any labels on any of the non-humanoid, non-bone, the actual equipment that remains?
Other
Other than I'm sorry?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the rest of the group. If you guys tell me not to grab it, I'll leave it be.
Well, Sham with his natural 20
Mhm.
medicine check.
Mhm.
About how many bodies worth of stuff is here?
One.
Like one fully grown person's
Mhm.
body. Okay. So, honestly, this guy's not using it. Just if it starts talking to you, let us know.
So it's one body all stitched up, or it's one body created
body-
of stitched up pieces?
Deconstruction and restitched together to form various effigies just sitting around this place.
So there's three things made out of people.
Made out of person, apparently.
out of the same person. There's one made of all the bones of one person. There's one made of all the sinew of one
Sinew.
person, and then there's one made of all the
Muscle.
musculature of one person. And then
the
there's
meat.
a set of armor, correct?
Yeah. With a sword.
With a sword.
And a cloak on the other rack.
Right.
And a fancy
And-
helmet with hair.
Yes.
Yeah, with hair coming from it. So this seemed to have been one person. If we're going with just the theories of what's going on, it's very highly possible that one of the two guardians went absolutely fat crap crazy and sacrificed the other one.
Yeah.
Into this stuff. So grab the short sword, honestly. And we don't have time for anyone to down that armor, but I probably wouldn't have hurt us to have it with us.
What type of armor is it?
It is. Which one is that? It is plate mail.
Oh, well, that's useless for me.
I could probably don that quickly.
Do you want to? Well, it's going to take us 10 minutes to get you in and out of that. But that's fine. If you want it, we can put it on you. Is there value in one of us cosplaying as a elven guardian for the rest of eternity?
I mean, we can't go any crazier than the last guy probably went.
Cool. Let's do it. Come on, Quilwyn. Let's get you out of that armor.
Well,
And
while they're putting on Quilwyn's armor, this body has been separated beyond speech, correct? The way that okay.
Yep.
So we're going to I'm gonna kind of like nod to Caden. Go ahead and take the sword first, and we'll see what happens. And then
Before
if
we
nothing
do that,
happens, then...
actually, hold on. Siggy, can you hear me? Is any of this stuff worth us taking to fight the nameless one?
As you say that, everybody make a sanity saving throw really quick. Who's watching? And then
Sorry, I'll start telling you guys to look away. I am so sorry. I thought after seeing it once, it'd be a little more kosher, but
I mean, it is a little bit more kosher, but you're still talking to a very deceased bird of bone and metal.
I give up. I give up.
Oh no! Oh no! What did everybody roll?
18.
Okay.
Jam got a 17.
Okay.
Looks like Corey and Myrna got 8s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Myrna and Quilwyn, I need both of you to take 5 sanity damage or 5 stress damage. As you watch him once again pull out this unholy abomination of bird bone, flesh, and metal. Everything in here is ancient, none of it magical, but I'm not sure even that would help you here.
Cool. It's not worth it.
Oh.
Let's go.
I'm a little shaken, and I stop starting to take my my armor off, and I start putting it back on.
I'll help her. I'll strap her in.
Honestly, this whole thing is a perversion of everything natural, so that bird is the least of my worries.
It's a cool bird.
Fair.
If you say so.
All right, what would you all like to do?
Next door, right?
Absolutely, yeah. On the opposite side of the tunnel is a large archway, and as you all reach it, you hear the
black, red, and white, and I turn around and look at the 3 statues, 3 people made of things.
yes.
The sinew, is it black?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Just
it is.
remembering the door. I'll just look at those guys while they look at the other door. I'll look back and forth.
Who is getting to the archway first?
Sham said he'd go first through this room.
Okay, absolutely.
So,
as you walk towards the archway, you suddenly hear a rush of wind as flying past you and then appearing right in front of you is a tall, thin, very translucent figure. She is a female elf, garbed in elegant silks. She has dark hair, numerous piercings, striking facial tattoos. And she looks to you concerned. Chai Asio? And in Elvish, she says, who are you?
Sham will respond in Elvish. I am Sham Gubert of the Forest. Are you one of the guardians of this place?
Yes, I'm Loriak. What are you doing here?
Greetings, Loriak. There are dubious men afoot that mean to bring back the Nameless One. They have kidnapped kids from our village, and they mean to sacrifice them. We are in pursuit of them, and we must stop them before they finish their work.
Okay. So you intend to keep this from happening?
to stop it and then seal the gate on our way out.
Hey, I remember those. I remember those people passing through here. They were rude. They were so unkind. They would not listen. All I want is to be set free.
How do we set you free?
Remove that which binds me to this plane, and I can help you pass through here safely.
What does, and Shem will look back to does this bind you here?
Yes.
How do we unbind you?
It must be destroyed. Please.
Okay. If we destroy it, would you leave immediately, or can you guide us through after it's destroyed?
I can open the way, and you you have seen that the gateway is closed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that you in her appearing and her kind of indicating to it, you kind of take a second to take in the archway in slightly more detail than you had before. You see a different set of distinct runes in Draconic and hideous gargoyles all carved into the archway. The figures represented are comprised of stern-faced humanoids, ravenous monsters, and freakish abominations that all seem to shift slightly under the torchlight, much the same as those at the original gate did. However, instead of two large figures in heavy armor, you instead see two massive cycloptic gargoyles carved around the upper edges of the 30-foot-high archway, their hands seemingly holding the top of the arch, which is flattened to accommodate the ceiling. The archway's double doors are crafted of massive pieces of gnarled white wood. And there is a single inscription carved into it, which you recognize as infernal after having seen it many times.
Okay. Tell me everything you can now before we destroy it in case you are freed immediately. And then...
Yes, man.
Yeah,
Can we all see the ghost?
Yes, everybody can see the ghost, yes.
All right, fuck me. Okay.
and you're the only one that can't understand what's going on.
Oh yeah,
Everyone else speaks Elven.
I'm well fucking aware. So I'm waiting for them all to turn on you because you're talking to something magical and weird. But they're not gonna do it.
I start. Well, I
It's always
start.
just me. It's fine.
When I look over at Stacia, I realize that she can't understand either. I'm gonna be kind of translating back and forth.
Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. You guys just tell me what to hit. It's okay. I'm good.
Okay.
Tell you about what?
What lies ahead of us? How long ago did they go?
I don't know. I have been in these rooms for so long. I don't know what has passed here. They passed a while ago.
Sham
I don't know.
Sham will turn to the rest of the group and be like,
Can you open this door ahead of us?
Yes.
If you could, and then once we see that that's opened, then we can attempt to set you free.
No, I won't let you trick me as well. No.
I will slowly walk up to her and I will kind of put my hands out like this and like make sure that my symbol is showing.
Mm-hmm.
I am a woman of my word, and I swear to you, Andolara, if there is a bargain to be struck, I will always withhold my end of the bargain.
My bargain is that I need to be freed. Please.
Open the door, and we will not pass you. I can promise you.
Shem will walk away from the door, hold up his reduced flame, and aim it at the bone effigy. Just wait.
And I'll kind of gesture towards my bright glowing morning star. I am ready to destroy these things. But remember, we have also been tricked in many ways.
Her face kind of
Can I make an insight check on the ghost?
absolutely. Go for it.
22.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. She hold on, let me do something real quick.
Sus. Ghost be sus.
Triple check. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So her request is true. She is trapped. And the thing that is binding her here is on each of those racks. That is
Okay.
well and truly her.
Okay.
However, her insistence that she is the only way for you to get through these doors is not entirely accurate. These doors are able to be opened without her. She just is, at this point, desperate to be released.
Yeah. I'm gonna look over. If we break all this and set you free, who's gonna keep an eye on Nameless?
I don't know. It's been so long.
You're a guard, right?
I think I was.
And you let them through with kids.
I can't do anything now.
So you're not a very good guard, is what I'm trying to understand.
And she is silent to that.
And if they were able to get through, whether you wanted them to or not.
There's another
they-
way through. There's another way through the door, but what I'm trying to understand is this place safer with you here?
And she
I
is
know you don't
silent.
want. Yeah, she doesn't want to be here. I know that. But we keep walking in after these kids, and if we keep opening every lock, removing every trap, and stopping every failsafe that's supposed to keep something inside. I don't know.
Shamel and the produced flame. How did you open the last door? He looks at the three that were there.
Blood on it.
No, not that door. The gate to get into this whole dimension.
Oh, I don't know.
You weren't there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
There was a word. It was a single word. And I look over at Myrna and Stacia. Because I only rolled a 1 or a 2 on that, so I wouldn't know it anyway.
Abracadabra.
Weird word, but all right. Well,
Okay. Well, you just said it. And the door's not open.
You
yeah, I think
do.
we're more.
You're the
Pawn.
magic user, man. What do you want
Not-
from me?
not
You
you,
ask
I'm
me
looking-
word, I give you word.
Okay, word. There are other people with magic that were standing next to you.
Well, ask Myrna. Use her name. Motherfucker. Start calling other people out. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all go off on me for having a sentient sword. How is that conversation with the ghost doing, by the way? Hello, ma'am. I'll say in Sylvan. My name's Stacia. It's very nice to meet you. I'm so sorry that they haven't even bothered to fucking introduce me. Rude, I know. By the way, do you know Shally? She'll hold out her sword.
She looks at the sword, but her eyes are drawn to your cloak. and her eyes widen in
Hey, why is she looking at me
fear.
like that? Why is she looking at me like that?
I don't. Why are you looking at her like that?
Why? What is that? And she is staring at your cloak.
She wants to know what your cloak is.
It's a cloak. It's a cloak. I got it in town.
No, leave me to my fate. What are you doing back here?
I've never
Back?
been here before.
Back
Never been here before.
Back here? She's never been here before.
No, you.
Aisha,
It,
turn around real quick.
Very slowly.
And Sham is going to go up and inspect that cape thoroughly.
yeah. Make a investigation check.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything coming out of that cape.
No, or as if you hit me.
That's a total of a 6.
Okay. You recognize that it is leather, and it is odd.
Okay.
Make a medicine check.
Okay, that I have.
Since I am a leather worker,
Mhm.
It's okay.
I am proficient in leather working tools.
Okay.
Can I assist in identifying
Absolutely.
the type of leather?
Absolutely.
So advantage on that then?
Yeah. Go for it.
So the higher of the two is an 18.
Okay. Yeah. So you, I want to make sure that I get this, and I know, but I want to be completely accurate.
Maybe we don't want you to be completely accurate.
Well, I think you do. I think you do though. For this,
Yeah,
I think
please.
for this, I think you do. Yeah, you recognize that this is not animal leather. That this is and you wouldn't have really thought about it before, but having just walked past these racks with not animal leather
Yeah.
previously, you recognize what this is.
Been wearing people this whole time.
It's Soylent.
Stacia, I would recommend taking that off.
Why?
I'm looking
you
at you
do?
like, what's going on?
And it seems to be the same leather as in this room.
What are you talking about? There's no leather here.
Yeah, we're gonna do the
Yeah.
eye look and
Yeah.
and
And look over at the corpses over there.
You look.
I catch on to it.
And you do
We need to take
on
that off.
the second row on the left, you see a pale leathery coat and pant set, along with something that looks like a mask or a cap and has dark pearls.
I'm running over to it, and does it look like the cape goes with this outfit?
No, it does not. No, it does not.
Oh,
But it
thank
looks,
God.
but it is made of incredibly similar material.
Okay.
I would take it off.
I look at the elf. I'm like, what do you mean they've been here before? That cloak has been here before?
That thing, why are you?
No. Don't ask why. Tell me what.
What did this?
It did this.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you recognize this? And I show her the bird.
What is that?
Okay, cool. Never mind. I'm just double checking something. Just wanted to make
Was it
sure.
This.
Put your weird, creepy, dead shit away.
and single file, all of you do a show and tell with your weird
Hold
stuff.
on. Listen, we're carrying a bunch of weird crap on us, okay? So if we are walking back in here with all the nameless one parts, I just want to double check. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't mind being unsubtle about it at this point. Anybody else got weird dead people pieces that they want to be like, hey?
I point to the helm that I'm wearing. That's
I'm gonna-
weird.
I'm gonna try to take the cloak off.
Okay.
Can
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Dick. All right. Where are my saves? Where are my saves? Are you kidding me? That's with a +5. It's an 8.
As you begin to try and pull it off and just unclasp it like you would a normal cloak, you begin to start to pull it, and it won't come off. And as you go to pull it slightly more, you feel it peeling back, and you begin to cry out as peeling it off requires you aren't able to do it to yourself.
Okay. Then we're just gonna leave that on.
What do you mean leave it on? Why
take
are
it
you
off?
screaming?
Because it hurts, Sham.
I will turn to the
Because
ghost.
the cursed human cloak that I've been tricked into wearing by our fucking mayor hurts when I try to take it off.
Does that mean when you say it's been here before, someone
cloak.
wearing that cloak, or the skin is from the person that was here before?
I think I don't.
She don't know.
Yeah, no, this ghost isn't going to be much more help. It's
Like to ghost slap you.
Your hand passes through. I
don't care. This ghost has failed a lot of sanity checks.
This is what happens.
Let this be a warning to all of you.
This is our future, everyone.
Right. Well, leave it. Whatever's going on, we'll handle that when we're out of here, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the spell slots to heal you up if we have to cut you out of that.
The mayor that didn't know where the children went decided to give us the creepy cloak because we were voted to go after them. Cool.
I pale for a little bit, and I'll actually take the helm off
It comes
that I
off.
got.
It comes off.
I just want to make sure it can come off again.
It's
I'll take it off, and I look at the inside of it, and I look around.
It is inscribed with holy text of Pelor.
Okay. Okay.
Myrna.
Just making sure.
You have your lantern that lets you talk to dead people, right?
Yes.
If you talk to this dead person with the lantern, do you think they'll know more?
Unfortunately, the lantern needs vocal cords.
I mean, we got them everywhere. Like one of these has vocal cords.
It's already a very stressful experience.
Understood. That's fine. I was just checking. I'm gonna go and start shaking the gate, just like.
Okay.
Just like a fucking weirdo. Just let.
So it does have a handle.
Cool.
And it has a lock.
Okay. Is it trapped?
Make a perception check.
Cool. Do you want me to make it a disadvantage because I went here to shake things?
No, I'll let you.
You're very sweet. Thank you. 12.
Okay. Okay. So you do see on the ground in front of the gate. You see where the corners of it seem to have scratched along the wall, implying that it opens up towards you, both doors. And as you look around and as you look up, you notice that the gargoyle statues appear to have seams around their massive arms, implying that they are the ones that open the door. But that it opens from here, but that they also open the door. You do not see a trap house.
Okay. And so the at the handle, there's no like keyhole lock for me to. There
is a keyhole lock for you to fiddle with. Yes, as you try and jiggle the handles, they do not open. It is locked. But yeah.
Is there a key in any of her equipment?
You did not notice a key.
Great. I will thieves' tools this door.
Okay, go ahead.
16.
Absolutely. You stick the thieves' tools in there, and you're fiddling around. All the while, this ghost is wailing and begging for you all to set her free, and please don't do this. Please do not go ahead. It is whatever she has to say in order to try and keep you guys from going. But you do hear a subtle click as you open up the door. Or as the door is unlocked.
I will attempt to open the doors.
Okay. As you do so, you begin to hear the scraping of the wood on the stone. Then you hear the scraping of stone on stone, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And anybody who is in front of the door also needs to make a dexterity saving. It is okay if it is just
16.
okay. Perfect.
I think I freaked everybody out sufficiently
Yeah,
for them
let
to be
him.
like, nah, we're good. We're going to let him.
Fuck this dude.
I'm
He's
looking
the
at
only
Steve's-
one.
Yeah.
I've got spell slots. I'll just, we'll heal him if,
I
yeah.
straight up pulled a Nick Miller. I'll push if I want to push. All right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you open up the doors, the gargoyle arms move with it, and stones that they seem to have been holding up fall from the ceiling, crashing down. As you are able to dodge out of the way of most of the brunt of the damage. However, you do still take 14 points of bludgeoning as these massive stones fall from the ceiling on top of you.
Is the door blocked?
No, the door. It is not blocked sufficiently that you can't get through it.
Great.
It might take a couple of minutes, but you're still able to get through.
I am bloodied officially, just in case I look bad. No,
Okay.
I don't look great for anybody that is interested. And with the wailing, I'm just gonna be like, all right, you know what? New rule. See skull, crush skull. On the way out, we break everything. All of it.
I'm sure the kids will be happy to help us with that after what they've gone. And Sham will walk over and use Cure Wounds at level 2.
Okay.
Just because he's done with this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Book your laws and your public safety. The last time we had a skull crushing rule, it was don't crush him unless it's a kid. Unless it might be useful. So fuck
Right.
you. Every time you give me a rule, there's always an exception. It's always 2 seconds after I've done the thing. So now,
I was fine with the kid thing, but the other dude. That's exactly why we have the skull crushing rule. Was that guy? You didn't flip him over though. That was Quilwin. Not
no, I did.
you
That's
did.
why it stabbed at me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 17 points of healing.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you.
Nice.
Ooh, you feel so good.
I do feel much better. Thank you. All right.
Yeah. Then we're gonna mark that slot off. Just he's done with about everything.
Do you need another cookie?
Always. Cookie me.
Hi, cookie, Caden.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, no, we make it. Let's go. Let's go.
Absolutely.
He
Beyond
likes my cookies.
Beyond the door, you see a dark passage made from numerous large stones. The passage is 30 foot wide, and the air is free of the rancid decay that has followed you for the past few days, and this strong stench of cleaning fluid and other chemicals that was in this last room. Oddly,
Embalming fluid, I'm guessing.
yeah. Oddly,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's almost cold. And you even through this feeling of chill, this darkness ahead of you, and the feeling of unease, the hallway stretches beyond your vision. And thank you for the raid!
Thank you
Thank you,
guys.
Raiders.
Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Hell yeah! And you see that this hallway does continue past even your field of vision. And as you step through, each of you, except for Stacia, sorry girl, feel yourself cut off. From Sham, you feel yourself cut off from the nature. Myrna, you feel yourself cut off from your patron. Bowen, you can no longer hear your god. And Caden, similarly, you can't feel the nature that normally assists you in your hunts. And you continue forward.
You guys okay?
All right.
You look a little weird.
I'm definitely panicking a little bit.
The wilds
Okay.
that assist me in hunting down each of these beasts has forsaken me. That's fine. I'm cool with it. Not a problem. Gonna stab something all
Aiden's
fucking
really
harder
starting to
for it.
stress me out.
What do you mean you can't feel nature?
It's one of
It's-
those magical spiritual things where something in this place, like, you know what happened with Bowen outside? When
What's
she's like,
happening again here?
yeah, it just for
Oh,
everything just ended
you
right
mean
at
you
that.
guys are mundane?
I feel
No,
like
I
there's a
still
lot
have all
of
my ability.
infighting while we're searching for little kids.
Yes.
I don't like the
Yes,
way I
you
feel right now.
I've,
And I would
I've
like to
always,
continue
Do you not like the
walking.
way you feel?
I've
That
always
must be
been,
awful.
I've
No,
always
Stacia?
been mundane. My
I was
goddess
about
is.
Wearing a skin cloak. I am the bad guy. I don't care. Come, follow
Right
me
as
to
we
the
walked through
children.
the door, I had the idea of apologizing to you for how rude I've been. Never mind.
Quillen just like she's grabbing her symbol so tightly that you can see little drops of blood coming out of her palm
Whoa, 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 whoa,
because
whoa,
she's
hey.
just
Hey,
she's and she's shaking like again.
She's seriously just gonna like hold her hand. Hey, eyes on me, kid. Breathe, but you got to be careful. And she's gonna take the hand that's bleeding and sort of rub it to try to get it to stop bleeding. Okay. Come on, Mom. You're gonna get these kids out, but you got to focus for me, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got this, right? Look at me. Eyes on me. You got this. Say, I got this.
We all got this.
Yeah, we got this. Say, you got this too. Come on.
No.
Peanut butter. Say
You and your
yourself,
weird
damn
skin
it.
cloak.
You take out the bane of the nameless and you stab her.
Say you believe.
I just not. All of us together can do this.
Okay. Yeah. Just be careful, okay? Yeah? Okay. Y'all?
All right.
Yeah.
As
Keep an eye out.
you all begin walking down this passage, you notice that the stone floor is very well carved. Stone walls are very well carved. And you also notice that once you're 30, 40, 50 feet through this passage, every 5 feet or so along the wall is an alcove. Most of which house singular, fairly shallow alcoves, most of which house large not large, that made it sound like they were like 8 feet tall, erect skeletons, all standing in vigil, down this hallway. But as you continue walking, that is where we are going to end the night.
No!
Ah.
No, this was not the plan. This was not the plan. You cannot rest in here. You cannot rest in Skeleton Hallway.
Honestly,
Just a Home Depot.
Yeah. It's just a
skeleton.
spirit Halloween. It's no biggie.
I mean, this
It'll be
place
good.
is out of business.
I mean, if we wait a couple more weeks, it'll be gone, right? Right.
Yeah.
yeah, along with the rest of the plane. Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Bye.
All right. Well, thank you guys for the wonderful game, and thank you all for stopping by.
Thank you, Matthew. Nicely done.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Wonderful. I love it.
Be sure to head on over to Discord, be able to keep up with all news Rep RPG. But until
Is there a
next
channel you would like me to raid?
I gotta prepare. I got it already. You guys were role playing, so I got to ignore you and set up a raid. I'm kidding. But but yeah, thank you all so much for this wonderful game. Thank you all for watching. But until next time, be cool.